Hey guys, welcome back to Glenna's World of Coloring. Today I wanted to do part 2 to the Debbie Macomber's Holly Jolly Christmas coloring book, and the page that we started last time, which was this one. It's looking pretty good so far. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I think, let's do the bricks to the actual house. Let's do the bricks. Alright, so let's go for E679, I'm thinking. Yeah, E679. Let's see, 679. There's 645. Let me see. 679. There it is. Alright. E679 terracotta. Let's do this. Okay. So, yeah. We're going to get a real big chunk of this picture finished doing the actual brick. So, how is everyone? Good, hopefully. Where are we at? We're over here. Let me zoom you right in there. Okay. Hope everybody's excited for Christmas. I know I am. We may have some new flip throughs, possibly even swatching videos next year. Possibly. Gotta see what I get first. I have decided that it doesn't matter how long I color for. It don't matter. Because it's still the same videos on the same channel. So, I shouldn't have to limit myself on time. You know, if I want to color for an hour and a half, I'll color for an hour and a half. I don't want to limit how long I get to color each page anymore. Somebody on here said that they wished I would color the whole picture in my videos. I may still not get to do that, but I am going to color however long I want to. So there may be days that I color for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. There may be days I color for 30 minutes, you know. Because I may not feel that great, or I may get bored, you know. I've not been having as much fun with coloring lately because I've been trying to restrict myself from doing what I want to do. So from now on, I won't be doing that. If a video's too long, you know, you can watch some of it and then come back some other time and finish it. You don't have to watch the whole video in one sitting. Not a lot of people do. Now, if you're like me, let me bring you down some. Okay. But if you're like me, I could sit and watch a video for hours. There's a YouTuber that I like to watch, and her name is Swoop. She does true crime, and a lot of her videos are more than an hour and a half. And I could just sit for hours and watch. You know, that's me. That may not be some people. And then I had a comment the other day saying it was too early for me to post a video. And, you know, I post when I can, really. I post that early because that's the only time that I have to post in that day. So, because I have to go to work, I don't get home. Well, I leave at about 3 usually. Don't get home till 10 at night, you know. 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Usually 10:30, almost 11 o'clock, because I have to wait for my manager to count what's in the safe and everything. So it takes a while. So I do post when I am able to. That will not change. Now I will get to, well, no, I still won't really get to make videos when I'd want to. I like to do videos in the evenings. So, like today is Monday. I have to pre-record my videos most of the time, because I don't have time during the week. You know, I've got to work. Usually it's Tuesday to Friday. I have to work every Tuesday through Friday, which gets annoying because I have to work the nights all the time. And when I worked at the pet store, I could always do what I wanted to do. I could always record when I wanted to record. But I just have to work with what I have. When I have my own car and I have my license, I'm gonna go find a different job. And it's probably gonna be a factory. But that is just because that is the only job that I could see me being able to have what I want. I want the pet store so bad. I really do. And that is the only job I could see myself having that pet store with. You know, I could work for a pet store, which is still freaking awesome. But it's not the same. It's not the same as having your own. Now, later on, I might decide, you know what, I would rather work for one than have one. And I really might. I really might. Because then at least I know I'll have plenty of days off. You know, I worked about 6 days a week at the last pet store. That was because they trusted me. Let's see, they trusted me to be able to do everything when they were not there. The owners. Which was fantastic. But sometimes, you know, you just want to do stuff your own way. You don't want to go by what someone tells you to do. You want to do it your own way. What I want to do at my pet store, you know, I want to breed snakes. And I can't do that if I'm working for a pet store. I can't do that. So, it'd be a lot harder to do it unless I did it myself for like a hobby. Which I could definitely do. I could do that for a hobby. But you know, I don't know if I would want to work for a chain pet store. I hear chain pet stores get their animals from horrible places, and I don't know if I would want to support that. I really don't. I was gonna surrender my rabbit to a pet store one time and try to find her a better home, you know? But a chain pet store that I called said, well, if it doesn't come from here, we can't take it. You know, how do you get your rabbits? Mills. You know, and that's terrible to think about. But mills are usually where places like that get their animals. And it's been proven as well. I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to get sued. But, you know, a lot of those chain stores get their animals from mills, and we don't want that. We don't want to support that. I don't want to support that. My rabbit came from an actual breeder. You know, they bred the rabbits, they brought them to us to sell. So my rabbit came from a breeder. Someone who knew what they were doing. And now, when you mass breed stuff like that, you know, anything can happen. And most of these mills, they don't care about the animals. They really don't. They want that money, and that's it. I'm not even on camera. Come on now. Lord. But yeah, they don't care. And it's so sad to see. That's why I've wanted my own store. To be able to take, you know, like actual rabbits that were bred. Like, I'm gonna turn this off for a little bit. But yeah, rabbits that were bred, you know, I would take in those, rehome them, find them better homes. Yeah. Of course. Phone goes off as soon as I start trying to do stuff. Where are we at? 17 minutes. That's not enough. I'm going to try to finish this brick. My marker might run out before I do. We're sure going to try, though. I'm going to turn that back on. Just so it's not like super quiet in here. I don't like to record when I don't have anything in the background because I just hear me and I'm more easily heard throughout the house. And I don't like people hearing me make my videos. It's strange, but I don't sing in front of anyone. I don't make videos to where people can hear me. I get shy somewhat. So. But anyway, pet store. You know, pet stores, they, like the chain ones, not the family owned or the just regular owned ones. You know, the regular ones that actual people own, like there are actual people that own chain stores, but the chain stores, they don't care. They don't care what happens to the animals. They don't care. Not a bit. Now, regular owned pet stores used to work for a regular owned pet store. God, they cared so much. Now, when it came to like policies, I kind of thought that that was stupid. They only give you like a 48-hour policy, you know, and some things don't happen within 48 hours. Some things don't happen in just 2 days. If that animal was sick with something that couldn't be detected yet because it wasn't bad enough, you know, you're not gonna know. And then you can't do anything about it. The store won't give your money back, anything like that. I thought that it was stupid, you know. I think it was actually 24 hours. I don't remember, but I know that one woman bought a little kitten from us. And it was like starved looking. It hadn't eaten in a while. You know, and we were trying to find them good homes. So, this woman buys the kitten, takes it home. The next day or the day after that, she calls us and tells us that that kitten had died because it would not eat. And all we did for her, for giving her a kitten that starved, would not eat, we only gave her half off of another cat. Which was crazy. 1 or 2 days. And we would not refund her for something that we should have taken that cat to the vet for. You know, you don't sell animals unless you know 100% that they are okay to go to a new home. You know, imagine you buy that kitten, you take it home, you can't get it to eat, and it dies in your care. And it was only like a day, and you can't get your money back. It's just stupid. I would at least have a 3-day policy. You know, 72 hours. It's better than 2 days or 1 day. I'm pretty sure it was 1 day. If something like that happens, you know, that's crazy. You know, I'm pretty sure they do not have their animals looked at by a vet when they get sick. I'm pretty sure. And it's just so sad because, you know, you could have that animal treated and it could go to a new home, a happy, healthy home, you know, and they need to pay for stuff for the guinea pig or for the chinchilla or for whatever they get. You could almost make up what you paid in vet bills from just adopting out that animal that you saved. Because some animals, It's a lot of money you have to spend just to get everything they need to have. You know? Example. I'm about to get a bird, a cockatiel. And, you know, I'm sure it wouldn't pay all of the vet bills. But if this cockatiel needed to go to a vet, you'd take it. It'd probably cost a few $1,000s just to have it took to a vet. If it needed treatment of any kind, another couple thousand probably. Now, you could do that in a better way. You could make your money back easy. You know, if you sold the proper stuff that a bird owner would need to buy. Such as a cage, food, not just seed. They don't need to have all that seed in their diet. They don't. But like actual pellets, you know, all that good stuff. If you had everything that was properly, that was necessary to have, then you could probably easily make a few $1,000s back just by selling a bird. You know, the bird itself is like $250. The cage is probably about $200, $300. You know, that's already almost $1,000. And if you help them with everything they need, that is almost your money back for taking it to get help. So, it's almost worth spending all the money on a vet. Let me just get that out of there for a second. But, you know, if I can help an animal, I will. I'm not just going to let it suffer and then die. You know, you either take it to a vet or you get it euthanized so it does not have to suffer. But not everybody wants to do that. They just want it to go suffering, I guess. Well, not really. They don't want it to, but they have to let it because they can't. Or they don't want to spend the money to have all that happen. You know, I just think that we should try a little bit harder for these animals. You know, if there's nothing that can be done at a vet, euthanasia. You know, don't let it suffer. Put it down humanely. And that's that. You know, you don't have to have this big extravagant thing for it to go in, you know. Just have it done properly, and let the vet keep its body, or, you know, anything. Then you wouldn't have to worry about it, because it would not be suffering, it wouldn't be in pain, you know. It would be okay that way. Now, I worked at the store, which I always find bad stuff about in my memories. But they had this chinchilla, okay? Still not going to say names because I don't want any hate to go at them or get sued. I would get sued or something, more than likely, and then I would be sad. But, yeah. They had this chinchilla. It was in bad shape. You know, it was... I'm pretty sure it was from the staff not cleaning the cages properly. You know, they would clean the glass and they would clean out the bedding and everything, but there was a tray that pulled out, and there was pee all underneath it. I think it got sick from all that ammonia buildup. If you didn't know, a lot of animals have ammonia in their pee. So when it builds up, it could actually kill them, or it could make them very sick. So, yeah, we had this sick chinchilla. Nobody took it to the vet. Nobody did anything. They put it in the bathroom where the sick animals went and where the breeders were, you know. And the next day after it was put in there, it actually died. And I called one of my bosses, but she was no longer a boss at that time, she told me, because they had fired her for wanting to go get a different job, which is ridiculous. But yeah, that chinchilla just suffered until it couldn't keep it up anymore. You know, it was just so sick that it couldn't hold on any longer, and it just was gone. And that's what happens when you have people that are incompetent and cannot clean properly. Now, I am guilty of it myself, but at the time, I had not been there much in the time that chinchilla was sick. That chinchilla was only there like a week, and I was probably there like 3 days. in that week. And I don't even think I cleaned that cage myself, even. Not like I didn't clean up. I didn't even touch the cage that whole time, I'm pretty sure. Because I hadn't been there long. And most of the time I wouldn't even get done with anything because I was newer, you know, I didn't know how to do much. So I didn't do a lot. And then there was a little bunny one time. It was sick. I'm pretty sure it was in GI stasis because it would not move. It didn't want to move. And I'm pretty sure it got worse. Before you know, anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it was sick, and you know, there was nothing that I could do because they would not take it to a vet. Nobody asked if they would take it. They just didn't. You know, when something's sick, you would think they would care a little bit because that's profit that they are losing by not doing it. And it's profit they're losing by doing it. But I'd rather it live. Okay, so the brick is done. Good. Let's do the main door fixture. So let's do like a light gray, maybe. Or maybe like a light tan, maybe like a beige. So like 182. Let's do it. 182. Okay. So E182 putty. So, like I was saying, they didn't care really. Which is horrible to say, but if they did care, then they would do something about it. Which they didn't. And it still is like, it doesn't make any sense to me. If treatment's too expensive, just have it euthanized so it doesn't have to suffer. It's not that hard. That's definitely what I would do. Is not have it suffer. But yeah, and then like I said, that woman that I worked with, she was actually fired because she wanted to go and get a new job 2 weeks from then. And they told her, you know what, give us your keys. Don't even bother coming back. Which is crazy to me. You know, it's natural. It's normal for people to find different jobs, you know? I was looking for a new job for months before I found the pet store. Or before I put in for the pet store. And they were always really nice to me. And I was one of their hardest workers. But if somebody's wanting to find a new job and they're putting in a notice, you just say, well, hope your new job goes well, and just be done, you know? Or just say, well, we'll accept your 2 weeks notice, and then you can go to your new job. Just don't be mean about it. She obviously wanted to be there. Until her new job. But they were horrible to her. And that's what I hate, you know, that I used to love this job. But I just remember a lot of bad stuff about it. It was one of the best jobs I ever had, working with animals. That's what I wanted to do, like, my whole life, was work with animals. And I got to do that. And I loved it. But I don't love the people, some of the people that I worked with. The woman I was telling you about, you know, I liked working with her. She wasn't bad to work with. But, you know, she was unfairly fired. I don't think it was fair at all. Okay. I'm about finished for this video. Let's do all these little pieces on the strings, and then we'll quit. We'll call it. Let's do like a dark green. Alright. G448 dark green. But yeah, I just thought it was crazy that they would just fire someone for telling them that they were gonna have a new job. It was just ridiculous, I thought. Like these big ornaments, all the ornaments probably will be glitter gel pen. More than likely. And then, you know, they didn't even tell me that they were gonna close the doors to the place. And I actually heard it from a customer. And I had to be like, are we closing? Are we gonna close our doors? And she would, you know, she was not gonna say anything if I hadn't confronted her. So that made me be like, well, how can I trust these people? You know, if I ever decide to close my store after I open it, I'm gonna let people know. I'm gonna be like, listen, this is temporary. We're gonna be closing soon. Do you still want to work here? Like, don't lie to people. Okay. We got a lot done. But I still have one more video to do. So, this will be all for today. But yeah. Well, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did. Also, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload more videos. That is fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.